So if you trust me this much, hopefully you can take the step and trust me a little bit more. In this week's episode of Clay Trader Mail, I want to look at an actual email that I got, and the email makes itself pretty apparent of what this person is wanting. And while it's very flattering to me, it reveals a few things here that I'm not going to, well, yeah, there's one glaring red flag. But on the other part, if you're somebody that kind of understands where this person's coming from, and I'll explain that, after we get through it, then I would like to challenge you and just kind of throw it out there and, make the request that you take it one step further. And that one step further, is going to kind of tell a lot about what journey, what path you're setting yourself up for. So let's first get to this email. So this person says, "Hi, I'm from California. I have approximately 5,500 invested in various stocks. I'm currently down 25%, but holding. I'm wanting to know if my current holdings are good investments. My large investment by money." And then they list out all their ticker symbols. "Thoughts and advice truly appreciated. Carl." Now, I don't want to be too rough on Carl because, well, Carl, there's a few things here, Carl. But first, I get it. Maybe you're thinking, Clay, it's not like you're some total random stranger on the internet. You have a YouTube channel, you have a website, there's good testimonials on your website. I've listened to your podcast and people have nice things to say there. You seem like a good guy. So it's not like you're some total random stranger that this person is asking advice from. And, okay, fine. That is a fair point. I can't sit here and say that I'm some mysterious internet stranger. But still, if you trust me that much, again, flattering, for me to go through your portfolio and kind of give you my thoughts and advice, then take my advice here. Take it one step further. Let me just teach you how to do this stuff. Let me show you how to trade, and I can do that with all the courses and stuff like that I offer. Now, besides that, putting that aside, hopefully you see some things of paths that you don't want to take. And for you longer time viewers, I realize I'm stating the obvious, and I realize I'm kind of beating a dead horse. But do you notice kind of what's backwards here? What is just, once again, truly amazing about the human mind? This person has put money in, has lost 25%, and then what are they asking? Are these good investments? Again, not my words. They literally are now wondering, are these good investments? Well, with all due respect, Carl, don't you think you should have determined that before you put money into these? Or at least don't you think you should have had some sort of system in place to at least tell you whether or not they were good? Because as it stands right now, being down 25%, there's a lot of flaws for you. So for you, Carl, if you ever watch this, you've trusted me enough for me to literally go down and tell you if things are good or bad. But you got to learn. And this, for everybody, this is why all these gimmick sites out there, hey, we're going to tell you when to buy, we're going to tell you when to sell, we're going to tell you when to manage your portfolio, when to do this, when to do that. You're always going to be a step up, step behind. If you want to truly be in control, well, then you have to be in control. Following somebody else is not in control. Having somebody else tell you if something is a good investment is not in control. You're just being, basically a sheep. You're not wanting to be, independent. Now, I'm not going to call Carl lazy, but you're walking a fine line. If you are wanting somebody to take time out of their day to go through your entire list and tell you if things are good or bad. Because again, you should really know if they're good or bad. So be aware of this, as viewers that maybe you're thinking right now, and I say this almost every week, I would never, ever, ever allow this to happen, where I don't even know if something is good or bad and allow myself to be down 25%. You know what? Maybe you're not. I'll be the first to admit this is an extreme case. But as I always say, if the human, if the voices in our head, if human psychology can take people that far in one direction, then they can easily take you this far or maybe that far. And the thing in trading and investing is this far and that far. Again, you don't have to be way over here, just here or here. That's enough to cause you to do really stupid things. So that's why I love to do this series. That's why I do this series, because it's always a reminder of just how crazy human psychology can get. And if it can get that crazy, that can definitely get somewhat crazy. But like I said, somewhat crazy is enough to make you do stupid things and lose money. So you always got to be aware of it. So Carl, hopefully you decide to let me teach you. But if not, yeah, it's not going to get any better. So for those of you viewing, if you were kind of siding with Carl because, hey, Clay, you're not some internet stranger, just for those, trust me, let me show you how to do it because that's going to be a much more valuable longer-term tool. If you are interested in trading alongside me and other traders, then I do offer a private trading community known as the Inner Circle. So the two images that you see on the screen, the one image, if you click on it, it will take you to the Inner Circle page and give you all the details about it. The other is going to be a behind the scenes tour that I personally give so you can see exactly what you are going to get with the subscription. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then go ahead, check it out, and by all means, let me know if you have any questions.